connect and vibe. Yeah, what we doing now? It's Neeshasnetwork, Network, y'all.
It's Neeshasnetwork, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all about connecting, yeah.
connect and
Let's go.
vibe.
It's Neeshasnetwork, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all about connecting, yeah. Let's go.
Connect and feel the vibe. Connections make you feel alive. We do this every day. Let's put your business on display. Network, let's heal and pray. It's our love, we here to stay. Trust in God, he'll lead the way. We on right now, no need to wait. Let's go. It's Neeshasnetwork, yeah, yeah. It's all about connecting, yeah. Let's go.
Well, hey everybody, how are you tonight, this evening, this Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, in this wonderful world that we live in? I was about to say in the wonderful Chicagoland area. I'm in the Chicagoland area, but my special guest today is not. So what we're going to do is just say happy Thanksgiving in advance. And I am here tonight with a very special broadcasting announcement. Oh, wow. And I'm just grateful that everyone has the opportunity to actually participate in a very spectacular upcoming event. And my special guest today, who I am really privileged to know, I am now calling him my friend as of recent, but the history of this very distinguished gentleman, none other than Mr. Joe Dudley Jr., has been in my life uh, for a very long time, especially since I've been in the beauty industry. So, Joe, welcome. Please say hello to everyone, and then we'll get into our conversation.
Well, thank you so much, Nisha. I'm so excited and happy to be on this platform with you. Indeed, we've had a chance to, touch elbows and be a part in connecting for so many different years. And now we're here together and promoting great things that we're actually doing together. So that is great. I know everybody's excited for the upcoming holiday season, and we want you to have that and do that well. And we want to be able to share something special with you that we're doing during this holiday season as well. So I'm excited to be part of the program today.
Thank you so much, Joe. And I'm grateful this opportunity that has come about, and I'm sure it's because of you that I am here, and our beautiful friend, none other than the founder of Sound Minds, as well as Skyrocket Communications, Mrs. Tanya Reed. And so we have the privilege. Come on, let's hold our book up, Joe. We have the privilege of co-moderating together and with interview and a conversation with Courtney B. Vance and Dr. Robin Smith. And what a gift and a privilege it is to be able to share about their book, The Invisible Ache, which is Black men identifying their pain and reclaiming their power. You want to tell a little bit about how this came about, Joe?
Certainly. I conduct a program each Sunday in connection with my father called the Dudley Eagles Mastermind Group. And each Sunday, we're able to speak to different entrepreneurs to learn about their entrepreneurial journey, their ups and downs, etc. Nisha has been a guest speaker, and that was great. And we had a guest speaker, Charles Williams, who's in the media field, and he's great friends with a publicist. Who's the publicist for Courtney B. Vance, and they were looking and booking for opportunities to promote the book. This book just came out at the beginning of this month, and he suggested that we be one of the platforms that he's able to come and talk. And we were so fortunate that the two of them agreed to come on for an hour on December 3rd to be able to speak to our audience and speak to the audience live. So that's just really exciting. And so I thought it was important to be able to bring in fellow people who are connected to the mental health space. And so that includes Tanya Reed, that includes Nisha, and includes a couple of others. And we're all working collaboratively to be able to promote this event. And it's so very important, very powerful to touch it. Courtney wrote the book based on his past experiences. When he was 30, his father died by suicide. And that was heartbreaking for him and the family. And unfortunately, 2 years ago, his godson died by suicide as well. And in that moment, he connected with Dr. Robin Smith, to help heal the family. And by them talking and going on media to share of the experience, they collaborated and wrote this book. And so now they're sharing that with the audience. And so we felt it was important to be able to reach out to Black males and Black women to support because we all face these experiences in our families, in our lives. We don't always know the resources that we could go to support our family members who are struggling. And we want to be able to avoid devastation that can occur when somebody is not able to come out of their depressive experience.
Yes, and I just want to speak briefly to that. Such powerful source and resource when people can be transparent about their own personal journey and share it. And so, as I've even been preparing for the upcoming authors talk, the book, the first couple pages are even heart wrenching of the story of Courtney B. Vance losing his dad. And so, I have a very similar journey with me losing my nephew 2 years ago by way of suicide. And I just have to say that this speaks volumes to me. I actually got a little weepy while I was reading the book because it is the season of when this incident occurred in my family. And so I think it's powerful and impactful for us to be able to take the time not only to share with someone with an experience, but also an experienced psychotherapist to be able to share her insight on what is needed in regards to the resources and the partnerships that we need to take, just like we're doing, to bring awareness for hope and healing and preventative care.
Well, yeah, it's very important, and that's why we come together to be able to share this experience and promote it as well. It's even more powerful when we know people are coming and joining with us live. It makes a fundamental difference in terms of it. And of course, this touches on so many people. Even my own family had, a sad episode ourselves. Just early last year, my brother-in-law died by suicide. He was with my younger sister for over 25 years, together and married. And unfortunately, he had an injury, and it led to an unexpected depressive episode that lasted for 6 months. And I sat down with him myself, along with my sister. We encouraged him to be able to get professional help. He was going through, along with the surgery, some career transition that didn't go well for him, and we counseled him. We wanted to get him back on track where he can feel positive again. We helped him, move forward to get another new position, but nothing that we shared with him ever got, had him positive. So we had no idea that this episode would, choice would cross his mind.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it did. And so even though we were putting our arms around him, the whole family, and trying to support him and do that, no news was good news.
Yeah, yeah, I do understand that. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the matter at hand. I'm sorry we both had to experience those tragic losses in our families, but I think the goal here is for us to be able to provide some hope for communities, and we have the privilege of doing that by someone very influential. Both people are very influential in the world today. And so December 3rd, Sunday, December 3rd, you want to talk about a little bit about that, and I'll put the advertisement up, our marketing up for us.
Absolutely, yes. We want you to be able to come and attend, and want you to register for this fantastic event. Is being held on Sunday, on December 3rd, and that's 2 Sundays from now, and it's going to be from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so this is a great live virtual event. It's going to be hosted by Dwayne Reed and moderated by the two of us, Nisha M. Stringfellow and myself. And so we are going to have a great dialogue with the both of them to hear their insights, their understandings, and where there are opportunities to give hope and to get support to be able to move forward. So that will be especially important in healing, even for both of us, given our own personal experience. But we're excited that other people can learn as well, because I think it's a very powerful book. It'll be very touching and important, insightful, and healing for the members of our community. The thing that we don't always realize or are aware of is that, unfortunately, 80% of the suicides are committed by men.
Mm,
And so that's a real shame. And even though there are plenty of women who do, um, try to commit suicide, they do a lot of trying first. They have like three, four, five, experiences before they do it. And there's always a call for help. There's always a call of help. But for men, they aren't really sharing the pain and struggle that they're having. And they do it in much more violent ways
yeah.
than pills. And so that's a real challenge, tragic. Fortunately, I had another experience in college. A good friend of mine, his best friend, we were all at the same campus at Northwestern, and he lost his girlfriend, and unfortunately, he just went to the beach and died by suicide.
Yeah.
And so that was heartbreaking and touching, and not knowing exactly what to do because that was outside of any of our experience at the time. So it happens more often than we realize, and we've got to prepare ourselves and prepare our families to be able to be on the watch and be able to support people actively when they're having a depressive experience or depressive episode.
That's
Because there are solutions.
that is absolutely correct, and that is our goal with our recovery program and just the different organizations that are sponsored here. And I want to say that, yeah, it just reminded me that I lost my cousin some years back by way of suicide. And when you were mentioning that, Joe, it made me think about that both circumstances were very tragic. It was not a silent passing. It was an actual, a very tragic. I'm gonna just say use the word tragic, very traumatic, and it's making a statement is what it is for me. So I'm looking forward to this conversation, and I know that it's going to be very real. I think because both of us have experienced had these life experiences. We are people with lived experience of a family member who has, who've lost someone personally to us. And that is a huge thing. And that's why we can tell this story. That's why we can provide hope. That's why we can put the resources out here. So we do not want you to miss out on December 3rd. Now, it did say 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want you all to be aware that I am in the Central Standard Time time zone, and that has happened many times. So it's 2 p.m. Central Standard and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. Okay, so just so you all know, so that we won't, and please, by all means, follow us, follow Joe Dudley Jr., follow me on Nisha's Network or my personal page, and you will be able to register. And guess what, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, it is a free webinar. It is a free authors talk. It is a free opportunity to grab a hold of some resources and to provide some help. So bring your neighbors, bring your friends, bring your family and loved ones, and sit down together, especially if you are a person with lived experience and you need to walk this journey. This is a great opportunity. I'm just so excited about it. Because I want to be able to provide hope. I want to be able to provide whatever resources I can, and the privilege to be able to do it with someone very influential as yourself, Joe, first of all, and then also our distinguished guests, Courtney B. Vance and Dr. Robin Smith, is such a gift.
Absolutely. And it's a definite treat to be able to have this experience. And we want to share it with you and want you to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. As Nisha shared, want you to register and get your family and friends to register as well during this holiday season. It will be very meaningful for everybody to share in this conversation.
Yes, yes, and yes. So also, last but not least, if you are watching, we are asking you to share on your social media platforms so that we can get the word out. We are looking for 1,000 people to register for this event. Did you hear me say 1,000? And we know that you can help us out. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you so much, Joe, for this time that we had a little time to collaborate, and now we're gonna move forward and look forward to December 3rd.
Well, fantastic. This is so great. Glad to be able to take this time with you and looking forward to working with you even further.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Enjoy your families and loved ones and hug them tight. We'll talk to you soon. Hang tight, Joe.
Indeed.
Connect and vibe, connect and vibe, connect and vibe.